burnt out incandescent light bulb in the kitchen. We'll change this out today, and we will also clean the fixture while I have it down, because there are a lot of expired bugs within it. I've been changing the bulbs in this fixture the majority of my life. This used to be installed in my grandparents' kitchen back in the 2000s, and changing light bulbs was just one of those things I would do around the house. It's always a little dodgy changing this thing because you have to hold the fixture with one hand and undo this with the other, and it just gets really sketchy. It's always made me very nervous. And then there's a nut in here, or a washer rather, which if it's not aligned correctly, the thing doesn't go on. This is a lot dirtier than I thought it was. This is filthy. I definitely have to give this a good cleaning. I'm gonna get another towel that we can use to dry it off. Which bulb is spoiled? Let's make sure it's actually spoiled and not just loose. Nope, it's definitely spoiled. And this is filthy up in here. What the heck? Get all these cobwebs out of here. This has always had incandescent bulbs in it up until it was taken down, because my grandmother never liked CFLs. And despite always having incandescent, there's no deterioration of the fixture whatsoever. And the filament doesn't look broken in this. I don't know why this isn't working. I want to swap this with one of the other bulbs and make sure it's not something wrong with the socket. It just doesn't look like this is burnt out. Normally you'd see the filament broken, but the filament does not look broken at all. No, for whatever reason, this is definitely spoiled. All right, we'll just cancel it out. How? How does that happen? These bulbs are like indestructible. All right, let's clean the fixture now. It's quite dirty, a lot dirtier than I expected. Lots of expired bugs in there. And not a lot of kitchen grease though. This used to be right over the stove and in my grandparents' kitchen, and it would always get covered in kitchen grease from the cooking. But over here it's almost all the way across the room, so it doesn't seem to get that dirty. Okay, that's pretty good. Here's that washer I mentioned. If this is not exactly in the center, it doesn't go up properly. I went out and got a new box of light bulbs, or this is technically a blister package, this is not a box. These are Sylvania 40-watt incandescent ceiling fan bulbs. No, it's not a ceiling fan. No, it doesn't need the extra vibration resistance. But this and appliance bulbs is all you can get in 40 watts, I think. You can get the candelabra base, or not candelabra base, the flame tip ones in 25 watts. But in terms of 40, this is all you can get at the local grocery store. The Home Depot still has tubular bulbs in 40 watts, which actually might look kind of interesting in this. I might have to try that sometime. But anyways, these are rated for 405 lumens. They're all blurry, every single lumen. But come on. There we go. 405 lumens, 40 watts, and 1,000 hours. These are A15 shape. So they're a little bit smaller than A19. These are the first bulbs I've had, or scratch that. This is the first bulb in this fixture to fail since I installed it. I got something to open up this blister package with. I hope that these bulbs remain available for a long time. They seem like they will be, because there are a lot of applications, like an oven bulb, for instance, where you still need a basic incandescent, because an LED would not withstand the heat. I do have a very extensive stash of incandescent bulbs, but I don't want to dip into it until I absolutely cannot get what I want in the store. Okay, there we go. A couple more cobwebs. I could probably also use traffic signal bulbs in here. I could get a 69 watts. And it'd be about 60 watts because they're built for 130 volts and this is running at 120. And then I could run it on the dimmer to get the 40 or 25. Actually, I typically use this dim down pretty good. Somewhere right around there. All right, let me get the, what the heck? I get the shade here, and you can't tilt it when you're trying to put it on, otherwise the what do you call that thing, moves, and then it doesn't go on. All right, this is the part that I hate, trying to get this on and hold this at the same time. Okay, we got it. And it hangs there like that. It seems like it's gonna fall, but it hasn't fallen in 30, 40 years, whatever. So it's probably not gonna fall now. Okay, the light is back in full operation. No flickering because it's incandescent. Full range dimming, it's smooth all the way down. That was a little abrupt. It's working properly. I want to try some different bulbs in this at some point. I have some, I think they're 25 watt cold cathode bulbs, and those might be bright enough for here. Those are dimmable as well. As long as the color temperature is correct, those might work pretty good for this. And maybe it wouldn't get so many dead bugs because those don't get as hot. And it would last longer, so I have to keep taking the thing down to change the bulbs.